right, so Abby,
Yes.
are you ready for this?
Oh, all right.
You've been
Let's do
ready a
this.
long time ago, huh?
You know me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
always ready.
yeah. So Abby, tell us a little bit about your fitness journey.
uh, that's a great question, and I'll try not to make it a whole movie. Anyway, it started out in 2015. Um, I moved to St. Louis. I was separated then. I was broke. I ain't got no job. Um, and I was depressed. I had a lot of stuff going on. So, oh my God. Anyway, I was overweight, but I did not think that it was to the point where the doctors will tell me you got to lose weight. So, few months I was at home. I was not really an active person. I was at home, and then I noticed a lot of stuff was going on with my body. My knees were swollen. I couldn't move. I had this excruciating pain. It was just, everything was just going downhill. My hair was falling up, everything. So I was home, depressed, broke, everything going downhill. And I'm thinking to myself, look, is excessive cardio and restrict my diet. And I was like, I cannot move. So how am I gonna how am I gonna lose weight? And the doctor said, do you want to think about weightlifting? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the doctor brought that up,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Okay.
So the doctor said you want to think about weightlifting. And the only thing I could think about is those people who are deadlifting like 500 pounds.
500 pounds. Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot move. And you're talking about weightlifting? And doctor was like, think about it. Like, what you can do is build muscle around those joints. And when you do weightlifting, build muscle around this joint, they can also help you. When you do this safe weightlifting, you can do this by building muscle around this joint, work on your mobility and flexibility. Okay, so they gave me a couple of pointers, and I got into researching weightlifting. So I tried that year. I did 3 boot camps, which was crazy. It was hard on my body. I lost about 30 something pounds, but it still wasn't what I was passionate about.
Okay, can I stop you there?
Mm-hmm.
So, you lost about 30 pounds.
Yep.
Or was it like a little bit diet focus?
No, that I was not. I was just eating anything.
Anything. Oh,
But
wow.
as long as I was
under
my calories and
okay.
running around in the boot camp with all the boot camp exercises,
Okay.
I lost the weight.
Okay.
So, but you know there's a difference
Yeah.
when you lose weight and when you burn body fat.
Oh yeah.
There's
a
difference.
Oh, there's a big difference.
Good. Yeah. So my body was down, but it was like all over the place.
Your body weight was down, but then you didn't feel healthy. Is that
Yes.
what you mean? Okay.
Yes. My test was still not coming out as good as I wanted it to. It's still, my cholesterol level was high and all the other good stuff. It wasn't still good enough.
Okay.
Anyway, so I got into so I decided to try weightlifting. Not that much. I hired a trainer who got me learning how to lift weight. So we picked it up from there. That was about 2017. And by the way, I got a job and I started picking up my life. Okay. But then I was still struggling with all these health issues. I was still having all the pains and all the swelling. I was having all those stuff going on. At a point, my immune system was attacking itself. It was just a lot. And so my goal was to find something that will give me long-term health, long-term good health. That was my goal. So I'm bouncing around looking for all this stuff, couldn't find it. And then my big break came.
Okay, so what's your big break? I want to hear it.
So 2020, at the COVID season,
Mhm.
I was online. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was scrolling and I saw a group of ladies get on stage looking amazing. And then I heard someone in the background say, these ladies are in their 40s. Mind you, I started looking for ways to get back to optimal health from my late 30s. So
Okay.
I'm in my early 40s now, and I'm still like struggling to get back to optimal health. So the person said, these ladies are in their 40s. I'm like, hold on a second. They're in the 40s? Let me look. So I looked. Oh
My
my
God.
God. Oh my God. I said,
That's where you want to be.
went to go work out, looked at myself, took a picture, and then I put those two pictures together. I could not believe, like, this is a transformation right there. So they changed my nutrition, changed my exercise program. I've been practicing safe weightlifting. Recovery is great, and really, the bodybuilding world, natural bodybuilding world, the athletes, the coaches, the organizations, everybody there, they're wonderful people.
Oh yeah, they are.
They're great people. They accepted me. There was a lot of encouragement from everybody. I mean, it's a community that just makes you want to grow and be a better person. So yeah, so I think that's my story.
Okay, all right. Man, I really love your story though. You know how you overcame your overweight and arthritis. I really love that. So your first show, your first bodybuilding show. Who introduced you to your first bodybuilding show, and what coach did you go with?
So I talked to a lot of coaches, and one thing about getting a coach, you have to find a coach that you can connect with.
Yeah.
That who understands how your body works. I mean, it takes time to learn that, but most importantly, a coach that you can connect with, a coach that you can talk about the challenges you go through while you're prepping for a show. So I went to I think after I saw the show, I asked who organized the show,
Okay.
and I found who organized the show, and that person happened to be a coach. So I sent him a message saying, "Take me to the stage," not knowing what I was going to get myself into. So he said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in St. Louis," and he said, "Okay." When we had a meeting, and then as soon as I got there, I told him, "Take me to the stage." I said, "Okay, you ready?" I said, "Yeah." Guess what? Once he rolled out the nutrition plan, I love food. I'm like, wait, what? This is what I'm gonna be eating.
You're like, all your Nigerian food is gone.
Oh, my Nigerian food's gone. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be eating all this. I'm like, I still tell him today. I said, "Coach, this is just snacks.
Yeah,
This is just snacks.
yeah.
If I want to compare
And that's
my
what,
African food
yeah,
to this food, this is just snacks."
and that's what people don't really get about bodybuilding, you know, or even fitness as a whole. You know, sometimes you have to be straight. You know,
Yeah.
you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
You see all these online coaches or whatever they call themselves telling people, "Oh man, you can eat whatever you want and still
Flexible nutrition.
lose very good fat." And I'm like, no, you can't. You're gonna lose weight, but you can't lose the fat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Follow a strict diet.
Yeah. I told you, I've taken, since I started natural bodybuilding,
Yeah.
I've gone through my medical results have come out with statements saying, whatever you are doing, keep doing it.
Okay.
All the numbers coming out looking really good. So he got me rolling, and I started the program. I started prepping for the show. One thing I love about natural bodybuilding, it teaches you discipline.
Okay.
It teaches you consistency. It teaches you dedication. I mean, if you're that person who wants to be really disciplined and walk towards being a better person in any area of your life, you should try prepping for bodybuilding show.
Oh yeah.
It will get you there. So yes, so we started. I mean, in a few weeks it was a struggle, but I kept telling myself, this is what I want to do. I want to push myself to a great limit and see what I can come out to be a better me. So we prepped for the show. My coach, by the way, is Kid Hunter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Kid is a
Hunter
great coach.
Bodies.
Yeah.
Yep. We prepped for the show. I took a longer prep because it was my first time, and then June, I was ready to posing classes. I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while you were going through this process,
Yeah.
did your family really support you in this?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cause there are a lot of people who just change their life from being overweight, and they said, okay, let me give a bodybuilding a try because that's what is gonna motivate me more, and
Yes.
that's what's gonna give me the results I'm looking for.
Exactly.
However, their family don't support them, and then they become very miserable in
Mhm.
doing that. So can
Yes.
you tell us if your family supported you, and if not, how did you overcome that?
So, so from where I'm from, okay,
Yep.
there's a few ladies, if any, who are into natural bodybuilding.
Okay.
So, in my country, I don't know, they call them bouncers and bodybuilders. It's
Okay.
mostly guys. When you say bodybuilding,
It's mostly guys.
you
Yeah.
just imagine the big guys bulk.
Yeah.
Big
It's the same
chest.
thing. It's the same thing in my country. It's mostly guys
Good.
that bodybuild. You
Good.
never see a girl in Ghana or in Nigeria
Mhm.
that bodybuilds.
Exactly. So bringing up the topic was hard.
Okay.
So at first I was sneaky about it. I was like, I will tell them, but I kept prepping, and then you know how family works. You
Oh,
go through the person who can understand you better, and then you take it from there and reach out to everybody in the family. Um, I know my mom is watching, but she was the last person. She was the last person. So I started out with my siblings. I started explaining to them, like, it's natural bodybuilding. It's not what you think. This is how it is. This is how it's gonna work. So it was a lot of explaining, and they were like, "Okay, is your body gonna change?" I said, "Yeah." "Are you gonna look like a man?" I said, "Not really." They said, "Okay, so are you eating a different food?" I said, "Yes." So I was trying to explain to them, but I felt like once I got up on stage to compete, and once they see how it works, they will kind of understand.
Understand, yeah.
So, like I said, I went through all my siblings, talked to them about it, and my mom was the last person. But my mom heard. So someone betrayed me actually. My mom heard. So I think I told my mom 2 days before getting on stage. Um, we had a conversation, and I said, "Mom, this is what I want to do." It was a lot of excitement. First time getting on stage, the lights, the crowd, the screaming. It was overwhelming. We did it, and I remember once I got off, my family all got on FaceTime, and they were super excited for me. I was so happy. All the other bodybuilders kept saying, natural bodybuilders kept saying, "Oh, it's all part of the process and it's fun, and wait till you see what you look like on stage."
Yeah.
So peak week was really rough. But what kept me going was I was so curious. I wanted to see what my final look would be like on stage. So I hung in there, even though it was tough, rough. And I told myself, like, even if you're in the middle of nowhere with no food or with little food or whatever, and you have to survive, you will survive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got too much food in this world,
Yeah.
especially in this country.
Yeah.
So peak week was rough, especially for a first time
Oh yeah.
natural bodybuilder. But as I've done a couple of peak weeks, it's becoming okay.
It's becoming okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then again, even for your first time, you did have a goal in mind, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to achieve that physique.
Yeah.
So last time
Yeah.
in the video or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% sure you gave it your all, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so when you came to the point of, okay, now I'm done with big weight, tomorrow is the show. How did you feel? Did you feel very good, or did you feel like, oh man, I really think I don't want to do this?
I was nervous. I was freaking out.
You're freaking out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most first timers freak out. I was nervous. Oh my God. I was like, I gotta get on stage. And I was thinking of my poses, my routine.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. It was a lot.
It was a lot, huh?
The only sentence I said was, take me to the stage. I did not know how much the magnitude of what was coming with that sentence, take me to the stage.
Yeah.
So I
Yep.
started experiencing it till the
Okay.
last minute.
Okay.
So I was really nervous. I was at some point I was freaking out because I was like, I don't even know if I'm doing this right or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a lot of stuff flowing into your mind.
Yes.
Like, man, why am I doing this? Man, just look at this girl. She looks very good. She's way better. And now I don't want to go on stage. But then when you step on stage, everything changes.
Oh yeah.
Everything changes,
It's a
right?
different feeling.
It's a different feeling. The feeling on stage is way different from the feeling when you are backstage.
Exactly. It's a different feeling. At first, when I got on stage, the lights, the crowd, it overwhelmed me. I freaked out. But then when I got back, I was like, okay, this is not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
And I just got into the flow, and the routine, the posing. I love the poses, by the way.
Okay.
It's like see my work, see my hard work.
Yeah.
I've done so much to achieve this physique. You guys got to see it. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, and that's what this podcast is about, right? The victory.
Yes.
It's all about victory. Whenever you step on stage, you are a winner.
Yep.
No matter the outcome,
Yep.
you are a winner.
Yep. Yep.
And anyone in this world that knows what defines a champion knows that you are a champion
Yes.
whenever you step on stage.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for putting in all the hard work, and for now inspiring other ladies who were overweight or felt like very insecure about their bodies to say, you know what, let me give this a try.
Yes.
Because if one person can do it,
Yes.
I can also do it.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right. So to end this, I want you to give the general population or the people watching like 3 top tips for bodybuilding or how to overcome like overweight and all that stuff.
3 tips. So I'm gonna say this: as we age, you want to think about your fitness goals. As we age, you want to think about your family, your loved ones. You want to think about your mental well-being. You want to think about the aging process. So I will tell everyone out there, consider or plan towards getting active. I was not an active person, and I had to get into the active life. And I also want to tell people out there, bodybuilding is a sport you should try. Get it on your bucket list. I'll tell you this: as we age, as our joints start experiencing wear and tear. So you want to do safe weightlifting that comes with body. And like I tell people, as long as you're doing safe weightlifting and you're on proper nutrition, you're bodybuilding. And you're recovering well, you're bodybuilding. The only difference is maybe you have not stepped on stage.
Yeah.
You're bodybuilding. So I want to encourage everybody to try that. yes, as we get old, we experience wear and tear in our joints. So you want to be able to use your muscle, okay? We want to be able to build muscles around our joints that are experiencing wear and tear. We want to be able to use the muscle mass. It says use it or lose it. So we want to be able to use our muscle. We want to improve our muscle strength. We want to, bodybuilding helps you um, improve your bone mineral density. And you know, when you're aging, we tend to start losing that. So you want to practice safe weightlifting, you want to do bodybuilding. And when I mean do practice bodybuilding, is safe weightlifting, you want to get proper nutrition in and also a proper recovery program. So for those of you who are struggling to lose weight, I want to tell you, do not give up, okay? Keep pushing, keep pushing. Surround yourself with people of the same mindset who wanna reach their goals. Okay, don't be around negative people. Surround yourself with good people. I got myself around this bodybuilding group, this bodybuilding community, and every time I step on stage after I became a pro, I've always, once I get off stage, I'm thinking about how to be a better me.
Okay.
Because when I get on stage and I see my respectful athletes, they all look so good. I know how much work they put in. I said, look, I want to be a better person. So don't give up. Keep working hard and you will get there. It took me a couple of years, but hey, you will find it, okay?
All right, yeah. Thank you for the tips. So, what this boils down to is your mindset. You know, make sure you tune your mindset to the right radio. That's how I put it, right? And if you tune your mindset to the right radio, man, you are good to go. So, get that going. Work very hard, and let's all be successful together. All right. So this is the end of the first podcast. I hope you all like it, and Abby, thank you again.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You did good.
Yep. All right. You all have a nice day. See you tomorrow for the next podcast. Goodbye.